YouTube. We want you to join us. All right.
A catalyst for change.
We want you to come on over and join us on YouTube if you can. It's going to be a special show about the in-homeless mission.
And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person,
I got my intro playing right now.
Matters. Crystals will open the door. 40
And I
years
need
of
to hear
experience
it,
ready to
so
give
I know
you
it's playing.
more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey, come on.
It's story time, y'all. Hey. We are so excited to get ready to bring on some guests that we have today. I have some guests in the room, and we are going to be talking about the In Homeless Mission. Homelessness is something that we see all over the place. And I want to say welcome tonight. I have some people here that have been working on this diligently for, my gosh, many, many, many years. So I want to say welcome to YouTube. I want to say welcome to Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. I want to tell you, if you want to engage, I want to invite you to come over to the YouTube page to see what we got going on. All right, first I'm going to bring up my amazing coordinator for this whole thing, Miss Marshelle. Can you see me? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Good. Do me a favor, slide yourself over to the left. How are you today? Now, I know that you have somebody else here that has been working with you, and I'm going to let you do an intro, and I'm going to let you bring her up because we're so happy that she's joining us, but I don't want to keep her long, so I definitely want to bring her up as quick as possible. But before we do that, tell the people your name and exactly who you are and what this in homelessness mission is all about in a quick, just kind of like summation for a moment so we can bring her up.
Okay, the In Homeless Mission is a movement for change. It's for change in the way we deal with the homeless problem. It's about bringing people together in their unique space and what they do to make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so you've been working on this for how long? I need you to slide to your left, my right, other way. That way. There you go. Keep coming a little bit more. Keep coming.
Okay.
There you go. Now move there you go. Come down even. Let me move up so we could be even. There you go. Now we even, but you got to come back over because you slid over when you did that. Come back over the other way.
Yeah, I tried to. I don't want to
fall. Now, it's all for the visibility of the camera. Mm-hmm. So you started working on this how long ago?
Actually, I know you got the music in the background.
Okay, let me turn the music off. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get the music off. Okay. Now, let's say that my name is Crystal, and this is Story Time, and I have Miss Marshelle Woodland here today. And Story Time is normally where we interview people, and I've already interviewed you, but today we're doing what we call an update. We're doing an update of the In Homeless Mission. So if you're following me on another platform, you can come on over to the YouTube and really get involved and engage in what we have going on. But this young lady started this. I met her in person because I saw her on Facebook posting and doing some things. And we have one other person who actually met you back then too. Let's bring her up for a minute and let's see what we got. We got Miss Gigi. Hi.
Miss Gigi.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just say this, y'all. Let me talk about dedication right now, okay? So Gigi also has been knowing and working with Marshelle. Now, Marshelle, I need you to put that down so you can stop moving because that has to be on your lap because you're moving it too much. I need you to put the laptop down so it's not moving because you got to be still.
Yeah, so, I mean, if I'm going to be in the camera, then this is what I have to do so you can see me directly.
Okay, we'll try to sit still. So Miss Gigi has been working with you, and Miss Gigi, just to show you how loyalty is and to show you how people believe in the mission, Miss Gigi just came back from doing some things medically with the hospital, and she's here today. So we're not going to keep you, but I know that you believed in this and you wanted to come and show your support. So, Miss Gigi, just tell us a little bit about how you met Marshelle, what you understand this project to be about, and how important it is, and why you got involved, and where you're from, where you're located.
Well, I'm Gigi Adams from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm actually from Ellenwood, Georgia. I just got out of the hospital today. I still got on my hospital band, so you guys forgive me. But I met Miss Woody online actually at an interview when she was doing a DJ thing with one of her DJs. She was playing music online, and I met her
Mhm.
there, and we get together, get closer and closer as sisters in Christ, and we talked about her homeless mission. We talked about her Juneteenth, things and all of that, and her T-shirts and cups and everything. And Miss Woody is a fantastic, beautiful woman who is out on a mission to end homeless situation.
Now hold on, cause something just happened. I don't know if somebody called you, cause your sound went out on me. I can't hear you. Is somebody calling you on another device?
Yes, and so
Is somebody trying to call you? That's the thing. Y'all, when you're doing
I put
live,
it
you
on
gotta
do not
tell your
disturb, but it's
device
not
to put it
working.
on DND, do not disturb. But I'm gonna forgive you
I
because
put
we baby boomers, and we baby boomers, we don't be knowing how to do all that stuff sometimes. So go
Yeah.
ahead, Miss Gigi. I'm messing with you because I'm just grateful that you're here after coming out the hospital just 2 days ago. And so I know somebody tried to call you.
Mhm.
So say what you were saying a minute ago because the phone was beeping. We couldn't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just got out today. I have my band on still. I had a surgery, but anyway, I had heart surgery. I had to put some more stents in. But I met Miss Woody online. She's a beautiful person, and we started to get together and talk. She was on my show as well. I interviewed her, and we started talking about the mission when she first started out. Her mission and her prayer was to bring it alive, to bring people together in the stadium. She's also registered with the World Book of Guinness, and she's going to make it because she has the dedication and she will survive because this woman started the June. She does it every year now. You guys, you need to attend it if you're in your area and if you can make it from wherever you are. Go and support her. She is on a mission. She is trying to get this to end the homeless situation and just spread that love by filling it up with entertainers all over the world. Rappers, dancers, singers, what have you, whatever you can do. Join Miss Woody. Sign up with her. Go to her webpage, In Homeless Vision, Miss Woody, and sign up for the things that she has, and you will be surprised at what she's doing. She's an amazing, woman, amazing. And I thank her because she's so beautiful in her attempts to do what she's doing. Her t-shirts, her mugs, her hats, her buttons. I have one. I have several more left, Miss Woody, and I need to talk to you about some more things. But you check her out. Just go ahead and check her out because you will like what she's doing. And when you see that it's going to be a success, you're gonna say, "Hey, I
Wow.
support you."
They gonna wish they got involved. Well, Miss Gigi, we want you to go and get some rest. We
Yes.
you coming out the hospital today. Miss Woody, you want the same thing? Cause I'm gonna release her because I'm glad she came, but I want her to get
Yeah.
some rest.
I mean,
Yeah.
I try to keep up with as much as I possibly can with everyone who has been following and connecting with me over the years. I know I'm super, super busy working hard to get the funding. And that's one of the most hardest thing to do, no matter what you're doing, is getting funding for whatever your project is. The bigger the project, the more money you need, the more dedication you have to give it. And that's what I want people to understand about what I'm doing in the background, but I am so thankful that Gigi took the time out. I did not know you were going through this, and I'm sending my prayers for speedy recovery for you. And I'm dealing with some other stuff in the background that I haven't shared publicly, but God just gave me this spirit to just keep going no matter what, and it's what I have to do.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes. And Miss Gigi, any other comments you want to make before you leave?
You guys, if you're on and you're watching, go ahead and check in and support Miss Woody right here on Crystal Station. I support you with all of my heart, Miss Woody. You know I'm behind you 100% in all that you've done ever since. I'm going to continue to support you. I'm going to continue to, whatever you have to post, send it to me and let me post it and share it. Crystal as well, so we can just keep moving because we're women who are empowering each other, supporting each other. And Miss Woody,
Yeah.
you guys need to check her out. Check her out on her homepage and let
All
her
right.
know what you're doing. Miss Woody can give you her information for her homepage. I know it's Miss Woody in Homeless Mission, but to check her out, go ahead and purchase her products. What you're doing, guys, helping to donate to a mission that she's doing. That mission is to help to fill that stadium, to bring those
Yes.
people, to make it happen. Because if this happens, and she's already registered with the World Book of Guinness, my God, what do you think is going to happen next?
A lot of people
Entertainers
have
from
no
all,
idea.
They don't have any idea.
no, they
Okay, so
don't.
Miss Gigi, I want you to go lay down and rest. You could stay in the audience and comment and stuff, but I'm gonna take you off the camera so you can go relax and get you some stuff to put in your body, rejuvenate you. We love you. We thank you. God bless you. And let us know if you need anything from us. Please, please, please. Okay. Thank you. Listen, that's dedication, man. When she called me and she said, listen, she said, I just got out the hospital. I was like, what? Today? I said,
Yeah.
okay. She said, but I'm coming. I'm coming because I gotta do this. I gotta do this because I've been with us at the beginning and I need to be there. And that's because people have seen you, Marshelle. People have seen you out there grinding. They've seen you out there on the streets. I saw you on Facebook enough to make me get on the plane and come to
Right.
St. Louis to want to meet you in person because I said, I need to see this person because she is not playing about what she's doing. I mean, you definitely were laser focused then and you're
Mhm.
laser focused now. And
Well,
you've been making
more.
some progress. You've been making some progress. So we want to take people back to really what this is all about. Because if they're just tuning in and they just don't know, when they come back and do the replay, we really want them to understand what we are talking about. So let's start at the beginning. Why did you even come up with this? Where did you get this idea from?
Well, basically got the idea from wanting and needing help myself, being a person had been in and out of homelessness, living in and out of hotels with most of my children. I'm a mother of 9 children, and at one point I was living with 6 or 7 of my children, in a motel room. So being sent this way, that way, that way, that to just being sent here, there, and everywhere for help, resources. And I'm thinking to myself, what if all of these resources were working together
Yes.
for my unique situation? So everyone who has entered into homelessness or become homeless, they all have a unique situation. Not everyone is on homelessness or is homeless, I should say, or has been homeless before because of some type of drug or alcohol. And that's what most people think. Oh,
That's what
you're
they think.
homeless. Yeah, you must have been homeless because you were addicted to some drugs or something like that. You have people who have tried to escape abusive relationships, and they left everything. You have some people that are trapped in some cities right now because they don't have enough money just to get a plane ticket or a bus ticket, and the depression kind of takes over. Now they are numbing themselves to get drunk or high, or something like that. So it's just
Now
so
let,
many
let me
unique.
say something if I can add something right there.
Mhm.
Homelessness doesn't have a face.
Right.
COVID taught a lot of people about how the unexpected can arise. But a lot of people are homeless because of they've gone from a two-income household to a one-income household,
Yeah.
or because somebody passed away, and you know that shook up everything. It depleted all of their 401k and everything that they had in savings.
Mhm.
You know, A lot of people were business owners and they lost their businesses. They had to start over, and
Yes.
just so many different situations. So I want everybody who watches this video to understand we're all almost one paycheck away. Unless you've inherited, millions and you have something really going on, don't look down on someone you see on the curb or someone you see pushing a cart or someone you see sleeping in the car, because everybody is really close to that, and like I said, unless you are sitting on some millions and you have that much in the bank account, because it don't take but just a second, one little glitch, and it can rock your world. Like the whole world can be turned upside down. So the fact that you went through this and you saw how challenging it was to get resources, you saw how the runaround was, you saw how it felt, and you decided one day you wanted to do something about it. So what did you do? How did you go about doing this? What was the first thing that you did when you came up with this idea?
Well, I started doing my own market research and ways to do fundraising, unique ways to do fundraising. I started competing in competitions because I knew I wanted to do something related to comedy, me being a comedian and wanting to use the connections that I have in order to raise the type of money that's going to be needed for the unique idea that I have for a solution for combating homelessness. And I figured if we have more partnerships and we have ways to raise money together and we're sharing those funds with those organizations or individuals that can assist people in their unique way, but it would also take helping the people with some form of rental assistance, mortgage assistance, because we have to really focus more on helping more people avoid homelessness in order to start bringing the numbers down. Because as we
Hmm.
have more people entering homelessness, then that's increasing the numbers.
Wow. So you are a comedian. How long you been doing comedy?
I started out in the 80s. I actually started out when people like Cedric the Entertainer, Lavelle Crawford, the Tory brothers, that's Joe and Guy. When all of those guys were getting started, I was like on the tail end of them.
Hmm.
I entered, trying it out, doing little open mics, here and there, but I was still working. And I had a family, so I couldn't travel like a lot of the comedians to different states and get my name out there. But I end up getting my name out there in this way, actually. When I began focusing on how to use what I love in comedy to connect with others across the country, that's when my name started ringing in other states. Like, wow, oh, I heard of her. Oh, that's that lady that's trying to do that big comedy thing. Um, and, that was just one way. And most people
So,
don't know that I do prop comedy. I'm a comedian that create props when I tell my jokes. But I'm more
okay,
serious
so
and more passionate about my mission than I am about being, known for my comedy.
okay, so the website. What is the actual website? Is it inhomelessmission.com?
No, .org. I
Dot.
originally started it as a nonprofit in 2019. Then, for financial reasons, I just let it go as a nonprofit and then created it as a movement for change. So
Okay.
the End Homeless Mission movement, that's why I started hashtagging End Homeless Mission movement, because it is a movement. It's a way for us to move together to combat this problem that's
So
everyone.
let me ask you this question, and thank you for those that's watching. People popping in and out on Instagram. Feel free to come over to YouTube under Shout Crystal or Storytime with Shout Crystal, so you can comment and engage, get involved. And so, comedians, you want comedians to do this. So your idea is abroad. But before I do this, because I want to put the website up, is it www.inlet in homeless mission or no www or http or no?
Well, if you just simply put in homelessmission.org, it should pop up. But
Okay.
it is a HTTPS, it is a secured site. So
Well,
those who know,
in today's society, it's not like it was years ago where you had to put the HTTP and
right.
the backslash and
Mhm.
your web browser. You can simply type in homelessmission.org. And so I just put that on the screen. It says in homelessmission.org. And that's what you can type to see what it is. Now, so you want to do a comedy festival. You are located in St. Louis, Missouri. Let me tell you something. When I went to visit her, it was cold. I got off the plane. I got to
Mhm.
see her. I'm a New Yorker, okay? My fingers froze in less than 5 minutes. And when we saw all those homeless people, the thought of them living out there in that condition, that was unbelievable to me because I couldn't feel my fingers. And I said, Miss Woody, let me see all this stuff because, like I said, she's out there, she's selling her buttons, she's doing stuff. So she put out all these signs and everything that she had, and I got to see it for myself firsthand. Again, because I have been following her for probably, gosh, 8 to 10 years on Facebook, I said, let me go meet this woman and see. And that's how I joined the team. We went to the actual Coliseum. We talked to some people. We went to the school where she did her Juneteenth event. And this is what it's going to take. So let's talk about the concept. The concept is to gather comedians from different states and somehow the comedians to do some type of comedy
Competition.
show,
They
a
will. They will
comedy show
basically.
competition.
The competition is a part of the festival. Just
Okay.
so people can be clear, it's a way to include people for what it is they want to do. Okay, and there's so many different components to it. When I say festival, we talking about a variety of festivities. So the comedy competition would be just one part of it. The comedians, either if they are a comedian that does stand up comedy, or maybe they may be internet famous, or Instagram famous, or TikTok famous. I'll be looking for those individuals to be a part of the festival as well. This way, they can purchase a vendor space and do meet and greets and sell their products or services. And then from there, we will look to bring those finalists into the dome to perform. I will perform. And of course, we're going to need somebody to host it, some well known person to host it. But at this point, it's all about raising the down payment money, either through connecting with those who want to be a sponsor or an investor, and or making products and services that we can raise the money, which is what I had been doing over the years, creating some type of product or service, making the money that's needed to just keep me going, to spread the word as I work hard to raise the money. And now it took me 4 years just to get the approval to utilize the space. That in
So you
itself
got
was a
approval for the
yes,
Coliseum, for the dome, for
to
St.
utilize the
Louis.
dome and the convention center that's connected to the dome so that we can have like the vendors, because there's enough space for over 400 or 500 vendors.
Okay.
So that alone will be money that will be raised to help combat the problem. Selling the tickets to the Guinness World Record part will also raise in the millions with the
Mm.
pricing of the tickets. And of course, there will be a fee to bring Guinness World Records judges on board to be on site to make sure that we're following the guidelines to break this world record that I'm looking to break. And it basically falls under mass participation and largest audience for a comedian. And I'm just doing it in a creative way to break a record that was already set. So I'm not the person who created this record. The first record I
Who
am trying to
broke it
break.
first?
Yeah, the person, there was a comedian in Berlin, Germany, who set the record in uh, at the Olympia Stadium in Berlin, Germany, back in 2008.
Okay.
But but what I did was take it a step further and created a brand new category
Right.
with Guinness, and that falls under the largest comedy festival collaboration. And the way I wrote it up in a way that Only those who work with me can actually be a part of that world record setting.
So let me ask you a question, because I need people who come back and do this replay to really understand. If there is a club owner,
Mm-hmm.
a person who has a comedy show venue, or a host to a comedy show that brings
Mm-hmm.
in comedians, can they participate in this from
Yes,
any other state?
yes. The information that's on the showmefunny.com website, it basically has a layout of what the event will entail, but it has to be updated. I haven't updated it and don't plan to update it until the down payment is set in stone and we have locked in that venue, and then I can go in and get all the updated information. But the layout of the event is actually on the showmefunny.com website. And on that site, they can connect with me either through the endhomelessmission.org site and or on the showmefunny.com website. They can contact me if they are interested in the collaboration.
Okay. So, and I know because you've done this so long ago, this idea is protected, so people know she's been working over this a long time. So it's
Mhm.
protected. You have different people on your team from different states. Who are some of the people that are involved that have been helping you to bring this to pass?
Well, I've worked with quite a few people from my city and other cities that I have stayed in touch with. We did a smaller scale version of it back in 2010, and that's what gave me the more, dedication to take it to the next state, to the next stage. I work with comedian Miss Arkansas. I don't know, she may pop in to watch, or either she got the invite link. I worked with some local people like we got DJ Spider Man. He and some of the other local DJs have worked with me, including the with the Juneteenth event that I've put together. I had another young lady who's I started out back when I returned to doing comedy. She was just getting started, and that's Miss Yolanda Brown. I don't know if she may enter or be watching if she don't uh, ask to participate tonight. But I can go on and name so many people that I've started out with that I have a connection to from one reason or another. But as I stated before, I'm looking to build that team that will help get the funding. That's the
Now I
most
know you have
important
a couple of
thing
people
at
that
this
are
point.
watching over on Instagram. I have Bearded Wisdom 777 and a
Mhm,
couple of people that are there. Thank y'all for watching. You are welcome to come join us on YouTube if you really.
mhm.
I see that you're interested because you're still there. Come join us and let's have a conversation. Maybe you're a business owner. Maybe you can be a vendor. Maybe you could be a sponsor. Maybe you know a comedian. Maybe you are a comedian, and then you can come and join us on this. So I welcome you to do that. So I know that many comedians and many people do shows all year long, a
Right.
weekend after weekend, and a lot of time they're doing it for their own purpose. And if they could just understand the bigger picture of this, and how if everyone came together it would work. Now, Gigi, I still see you in there. Gigi, if you log off from here, you can go into the chat we had and come back in the general audience. Therefore you will be able to comment, because I know we told her to go to sleep and she's still sitting in the studio. Okay. So Gigi, I'm gonna kick you out of the studio. I want you to go back to the chat that we had, and you'll see the other link, and come into the other link, because then you can comment and participate by commenting. But I got to kick you out of here. It's the second link. Go back to the chat. It's the second link. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So, yeah,
Well, I
I,
well I wanted to add to those who do visit the endhomelessmission.org website link. When
mm-hmm.
you pop on that website, there is a pop up that shows a link to the St. Louis Board of Aldermen. I am looking to partner with my city, and I have been asking people to, check out the initial pitch that I'm sending to the Board of Aldermen to check out. And I'm hoping and praying that they decide to pick my idea as one of the ideas that they want to use some of the settlement money from the Rams leaving. I know
So
you were
what
going
is
to
that
talk
called?
on
The
that.
St. Louis Board of what?
It's St. Louis Board of Aldermen, but on the In Homeless Mission website, there is a direct link to that site. I know it's kind of difficult because I know you went on there, Crystal, and made a comment. I appreciate you for doing that. But if anyone would like to go on and just click that link, even if they just click it and check it out, but if they want to go a step further and submit their email and name, then they can comment on that site, because getting the city on board with this idea is going to be huge.
Yes.
It will be
So
huge for our city,
so
and it could create
what
a
that
domino effect.
let me recap what you just said. So I want to make sure I understand it because I know we had this conversation offline. So the
Mhm.
city of St. Louis has some money. They've got millions of dollars that they're
Yeah.
looking to give to someone who has an idea that they deem is feasible to help the city of St. Louis. And so this means that everything that Miss Woodland needs to pull this off could perhaps be funded by the city. She already has the facility. She already had the dome. The dome is the dome. Isn't that the dome where y'all played y'all sports there? The
Yeah,
dome that you
that's
was in?
where the Rams, when it
Okay.
was the St. Louis Rams,
Mm-hmm.
in order for the St. Louis Rams to come to St. Louis, they had to ask the community to vote to have a building built, which is a dome. We all agreed, those who uh, voted, our tax dollars were taken to build that building. And now that the Rams are no longer there, the city of St. Louis, of course, went after the owner and the NFL, the owners of the Rams, which is Mr. Crockett, and the NFL, and they settled out of court. And the end result was they received over 700 million.
Wow.
So the city and county were both paying with the tax dollars, the citizens' money. So they had to maintain that building for many years. And for so many years, they talked about tearing the building down. And that was one of the other reasons why I said I need to get out here and ask the community to let's work together to
Yes.
do community fundraisers
Yes.
in that building. And they don't have
Yes.
to just be in that building. It could be in any venue that the taxpayers have paid for, any park, any streets that we can organize some type of walk or run. Uh, I do have some events that I'm planning for that as well. You'll see that on my website. One of the events that I'm looking to do in one of our local parks. So there's so many creative ideas that can come, that can be of fundraising for combating homelessness, and not just homelessness. It could be for any community issue that we need to raise funds for. I don't care if
Okay.
we need to come together and raise funds to cut grass or put lighting on the street or cameras, uh, for youth programs, programs that will help the elderly, programs that will raise money to help those that are addicted sleeping on our streets. So it's about us coming together with our creativity, using entertainment venues and places that can be used as fundraising. That's basically the whole gist of the idea that I'm submitting to the Board of Aldermen.
So if there's someone who sees this and they want to make a donation, where would they send the donation to?
On the In Homeless Mission website, I do have a GoFundMe. I've had a GoFundMe for some years now. Basically, the link is on that website.
But
If
if
they
I'm going
look
to put it
there,
on this page, where do they go? Where do they make a payment to?
well, like I said, on that website, there is a GoFundMe. If they
So you don't
stroke,
know what it is because I want to type it now to pop up. So I know it's on the website. What is the donation
I
link?
can't remember my exact link to the GoFundMe, but on that website, on the donation page, on the inhomelessmission.org website, they can go to that page or that part of the website and look for donation, and
So
there's
I'm
a
gonna, I'm gonna
direct
need
link.
I'm gonna need you to be better prepared next time to have that, because you always want to have your link for somebody to be able to
Yeah,
donate.
I mean, on matter of fact, on all of my social media pages, there is a link tree, and on that link tree, there is a link in which a person can either make a donation, they can even submit to be a sponsor. There is a link for investment opportunity. I put that on pretty much all of my social media pages.
Okay, so if they were to follow you, they're gonna follow you under what on your social media page?
Well, they can follow me under Motivational Comedian Miss Woody. That's one of my Instagram pages. I have two In Homeless Mission Instagram pages. One is simply In Homeless Mission, and the other one is In Homeless Mission Movement. That way they can find me at either of those links. And
Okay, so I'm
or
gonna put one right now. So I'm gonna put they need to follow you at Motivational Comedian Miss Woody on Instagram.
yeah, they can basically put in my name because I always associate my name to pretty much everything, and that's Marshelle Woodland. It's pretty, it's just as simple as doing a Google search. If you Google search my name, Marshelle Woodland, I'm gonna pop up in so many ways related to everything in Homeless Mission.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I will let them know and find her contact information. If they Google her, they can find your contact information and the different websites, because you've done an amazing job at creating these websites
that's,
to
thank you.
have that. I'm getting on you because you didn't have that, because I'm messing with you. But uh, you can go Google her name and you look for the different websites to get involved. All right. So again, as this pops up on the screen, I just want people when they come back and do the replay to be able to see where they can go and what they can do to be able to help with this process. Now, so we know we need vendors, sponsors, comedians. How about people to work on the team? Are you looking for any help, administrative help, or grant writers, or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm always looking for anyone that is willing to help with logistics. When you talk about finding funding, even if it's someone that is really, really good at making phone calls or know the maneuver process of getting to the marketing people with any corporation, okay, that's one of the most important factors that is needed at this time. When you talk about connecting with a major corporation at this time of the year, this is the best time to stay laser focused on getting sponsors. And it took me up until actually this year to redo my proposal in a way that it will be attractive to major corporate sponsors or investors.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, we want to thank everyone who has taken the time to come and to watch and to share, because we know sometimes people come back and they do what we call the replay. And
Mhm.
also, some people take the time to put a comment, and we need those comments. A lot of times, when people are on the internet and content creating and posting and going live,
Mhm.
y'all, I bump into people and they say, I saw you, and I would have never knew that they sued. Excuse me. I would have never known that they seen me because they never commented. So I want to encourage you today. If you see Miss Woody, give her a comment. Let her know you see her. Let her know that you believe in what she's doing. Let her know that you support her. These are important when people are out here putting their blood, sweat, and tears into things like she is. This woman has been working on this for almost a little over a decade or more. And
Yeah.
she's committed to it and she's making
20
progress.
years.
She has the dome, she has the facility, she has the approval from Guinness World Records. She
Mhm.
has certain things checked off the list, but she needs you. She needs your help. She needs your skills. No matter
Yes.
what your skills are, if you have done a big event before, if you have been homeless before, If you have a corporation or a business and they are looking for people to donate, it's the end of the year, it's the fourth quarter. Maybe you're looking for a write off and you just
Mhm.
haven't selected that organization. Maybe this would be a good one for you. So, everybody, I don't want you to scroll past this video. I want you to stop. I want you to like. I want you to share. I want you to comment. And then I want you to send it to 5 people that you think would be interested. Send it to 5 people that you think would react. 5 people who would be proactive and do something, even if it's to pick up the phone and call a comedian you know or call a club owner you know and say,
Mhm.
listen, I heard about this idea this young lady's doing that can combat homelessness, and I think you would be good to work with her. Make a referral. Tell them
Mhm.
you saw it on Storytime right here on YouTube, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, wherever you saw it. And tell them that you want to refer them to be involved. And just ask for Woodland. Tell them you saw Woodland or you saw Crystal, Marshelle, if you know about first name. Just tell them you saw us. So, Marshelle, is there anything pressing that you need now? Like now, like besides the votes, I know you want the votes. The votes are important. Let's talk about the votes. The voting is not easy, guys. If you go on this website, she has a link on her page. If you click the link, they're going to ask you to register. They ask you to make a payment. You don't have to make the payment. You can sign up to register. When you sign up to register, you can put that you are not a city resident. I live in North Carolina,
Oh
so I'm
yeah,
not
you talking about no, you don't have to make a payment on you talking about the
to vote.
board of aldermans. No, you don't
Yeah,
have to make a payment.
okay.
If you
But you
just
do have
want
to register.
well, if you only want to like the page, like the idea,
Oh,
they
they need to
basically
go to
want
the top.
you, right,
The
they
top.
want you to submit your email and your name. And then
Right.
for all of the other stuff, if you want to make a comment, then they ask a series of questions, which are optional. You don't have to do all of that. But if we can get more people to at least like the idea, and you can get to that link via my endhomelessmission.org website, it's the first link on the pop up. If you just simply go in there and just like it,
And
that's
just
letting
like
the city, right, that's letting the city of St. Louis know that people do like the idea. I'm thankful for that. But if I can find anyone that is willing or have the special abilities to connect with any corporate marketing people, that would be the biggest win for me this year, because that's one of
corporate sponsors, you mean, so you can get corporate sponsors?
yes, because if we can have more major corporate sponsors or investors before the city of St. Louis even consider my idea as one of the ideas that they want to pick to use funding with that RAM settlement money, that will be that will be a that will be a big win as
And
well.
it would attract them. It would make them pay attention. It would make them pay attention.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly,
If they saw
exactly.
like a Coca-Cola, and again, if you are out there and you work for one of these companies and you have the ability to make these decisions, we need you to do it. Somebody's asking a question over on Instagram. Gigi said fundraised by Marshelle, comedian Woodland in homeless mission. She's over here,
Mhm.
GoFund.com. So Gigi came over here on Instagram and she's watching on Instagram and she put that comment over there. Thank you,
Yeah,
Gigi. We told her to go to sleep. You see, she
yeah.
still won't go lay there.
You're a beautiful
That's
person.
dedication. That's
I'm telling
dedication.
you, Miss Crystal, I have a lot of people all across the country that have been following me. Even if they're not commenting, they may come back and look at it. I mean, I run into people when I'm out in the community and they say, "Oh, I see you. I like your idea." I mean, I'm sharing it when I'm doing, the little side jobs that I do. Almost
Hmm.
every person I come in contact with, I have a conversation with them. I let them know what the In Homeless Mission is about. And I get phone calls from people thinking that I'm a shelter. They're looking for shelter. And I'm not a shelter. I'm not that, the type of organization that is helping homeless people in the way that has been traditional.
Right,
There's
right.
so much traditional, same old, same old, same old. We have to create a solution. not
Mm-hmm.
just the pacifier, not
Okay.
just the crumbs. We're looking at a way to help more people get out of homeless situations. And we have to look at the people that are beyond uh, the streets homeless. Look at the people that are in shelters, people that
Yes.
are living in their relatives' homes and basements, uh, sleeping in vacant buildings. I mean, there's so many homeless people that most of the numbers from the surveys, they're not the polls, they're not correct.
Well, let me
They are
tell you
so
something
off.
too. A
Hmm.
lot of successful people we know have been homeless.
Oh
There's
yeah.
so many people that we watch. There's people that people idolize, actors, actresses,
Hmm.
musicians, famous people, if you want to call them celebrities, whatever you want to call them. There's so many of them. You know Steve Harvey's story. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people you can Google right now that went through this. And I wish there was a way that you can get someone out there who's good at marketing so we can send it to them. All those who are in
Hmm.
position who once walked this path that
Yes.
are now able to financially assist and come back and say, listen, I'm not available, but I want to support this. I
Yeah.
want to give you a donation to put toward this idea. Because let me ask you this. If the city wasn't there and you needed a dollar amount to go, since you have the dome, what did it take to do the down payment? What is the down payment amount?
The down payment amount at this time is $25,000,
So
and
you need
to get and
25.
to get and to get Guinness World Record officially involved with this event is somewhere around 15,000. When I tell people the numbers, they like, "Woo, that's a lot." But you have to look at how much money will be raised just from locking in the venue. That means the
But
vendor spaces can be sold. I can't sell the vendor spaces without locking down
in
the
the gate.
venue. But right.
But
And having the approval to have the events at these locations, it took me 4 years just to get that.
well, congratulations on getting that. 4 years,
Yeah.
y'all. 4 years. It took us 4 years to get the approval to have the event. The city has approved her to have the event. $25,000 sounds like a lot, but guess what? If 25,000 people gave $1,
Yeah.
or if you break that down to 12,500 people give $2, or if you break that down, it's such a breakdown that it's possible.
Yeah.
It is so possible. Don't look at the big numbers and never say it's a lot, because there's enough people out here on the internet, y'all. We need to go. And I know you got to go for me. I don't particularly care for them because they take percentages. I like to
Yeah.
use other methods
Well,
because I like
it's one of the things that's out here that helps get the word out. And I've had very small, donations over the years. I just created it as a way to, put the word out. But having a GoFundMe, I mean, you really need some money to push a GoFundMe, unless it's somebody who is very, 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 very well known. Share it and ask people to give. That's how a lot of people end up getting a lot of money through those GoFundMe's. It's not as easy as people think it is. It's just
But you
like,
know what though? You
mhm,
know what though? Sometimes you see people over the, I'm not gonna say stupid, I start saying over the stupidest stuff. And they
yeah,
get all this money, or either it's a scam, or either it's something crazy. it's
yeah,
it's something that people pull on their heart, and they raise all this money. And this homelessness, people see it every day in all these cities and states. You see people sleeping in their cars. If you've ever gone past somebody and the whole back seat is full, it's because they're sleeping in their car. They're living in their car. All
yeah,
right. So we know it's real. We've all seen it. We've all been somewhere, walked past somebody, and we had to hold our nose because it's like, ooh,
right.
you know. So we've seen it. We've been around it. We've been, and seen the people we stepped over on the sidewalks. And we've been to cities where, people have the cups and they're shaking the cups, or they asking, or they begging on the trains. We've seen
Hmm.
it. We've all seen it. So it's not nothing new to us. All right. So guys, let's get the word out. Let's share this video. Share this video. Share this video. All right,
Now
that's what
I
we're
did
asking you to do.
I did share the link to invite some other people. I don't know if they're in the
No,
waiting.
I don't see them
No
in
one
here. I
else.
will, if I see them. And
Okay.
sometimes, it's sharing is caring, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, man, how hard is it, man? And
Mhm.
the funny thing, Gigi said something. She said, when it hits, when you get that approval, when you get that donation,
Mhm.
when the event is happening, oh my goodness, everybody's gonna come out the woodwork then. Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down. I'm what you need me to do? How? They want their name on it then.
Right.
But they didn't want to be in it when they needed to help. They didn't want to be in it when they needed to get on the phone calls or do the Zoom calls or do some
Mhm.
legwork. No, but
Mhm.
let everything be approved. And all of a sudden, everybody, oh yeah, 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 yeah. You can count me in. Put my logo down. I'm down. I'm in. I'm part of this. I've been. They want to act like they've been there from day one.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna say this.
that's it.
I remember talking to an attorney many years ago, and what he told me was the idea was brilliant. He said, now, what I need you to do with each and every person that has contributed in any way, shape, form, or fashion, he said, I don't care if they gave you $1. He said, you invite them to be involved because once it takes off and you're making millions of dollars, there are going to be people that are going to come after you and say they did this, they did
Yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes,
And
yes, yes.
that's why I'm always inviting, I'm always adding my phone number. I'm always telling people to call me because at that point, you have been invited, the door has been opened. So when you see that this thing is taking off, and then I'm not answering the calls, I'm not returning calls as if I should have be jumping at it. I I'll be too busy. I'll be I'll be way too busy. But I'm always inviting, I'm always offering people to get involved because I don't want just my name to be attached to this. I don't want
Yes,
it
yes.
I don't want to hear, oh, Miss Woody, you did it. I want to hear we did it.
We did it. Yeah.
I want to
And
hear
guess what? If you have an
we did it.
intern program and you have some students, they can help her. Like, let's
Mhm.
get creative with giving her the people that she needs to make the phone calls, to type the letters, to do the grant applications, all these things that need to be done, you
Yeah.
know. And I just want to thank you, man. I just want to thank you. I wanted to go and give an update to let people know it's still happening. And it's not about her. This is not for her. It's not she's not doing it for recognition or or ownership to say she did it. She's doing it because she's passionate, because she's been homeless and she knows what that felt like. So I'm
Hmm.
appealing to you out there today. If you've ever been homeless, if you've ever had a family member to be homeless, if you've ever lost a family member for homelessness, if you've ever worked with the homeless, get involved. Share this video. Comment on this video. Refer someone to Miss Woody if you can. And no donation is too small.
No.
$5, $1, $2. Because if everybody does that, if 25,000 people do that, she'll have her down payment. Don't think it's too small.
And let me
It's
let
not.
me also add this on the In Homeless Mission website. There is some designs of buttons, magnets, keychains that I specially designed that says this button or this magnet or this keychain help someone get or keep a home.
Mm,
Also have that same design for those who are pet lovers because I began a partnership. I'm growing a partnership with a local animal shelter. So as we work hard to get people into homes and help more people keep a home, we
mm-hmm.
can then help them get a pet if they wish to have a pet or keep a pet that they don't want to get rid of. So I'm trying to get that partnership built so that once we get ready to pull this event off, I'm hoping that they are in position to come on board as one of the collaborators
Yes.
for fundraising. So if you are an organization that helps with anything related to community based support, I am looking to partner. I actually have on my website, Partner for Change. If you are someone that wants to be a part of the fundraising for this unique comedy event, please reach out to me because you have a connection that is so needed. And I'm sure once we start raising these millions of dollars and start helping people with rental mortgage payments, we're going to need to have services that you may provide for something like legal issues, mental health, addiction, resources for our troubled youth, maybe someone that has a service for helping businesses get off the ground the correct way. I mean, the list goes on and on. It doesn't matter what your cause is. This is a way for us to work together, to fundraise together, because millions of dollars can be raised through this type of entertainment
And
fundraising.
and if you again, it's the fourth quarter. I'm going to say this as we begin to bring this to a close. It's the fourth quarter. If you're looking for something to donate to an organization, you know you're trying to get that write off, and you
Mhm.
just don't have anything, consider the End Homeless Mission. What is the phone number they need to call if they have questions, if they want to call you? How can they reach out to you?
They can reach me at 314-243-6034.
314.
243
Mm-hmm.
6034. Even if there's someone that wants to help or donate to get the In Homeless Mission as a registered and 501c3 organization, that would be great too. Because, like I said, the In Homeless Mission is a movement for change. I will be refiling my state papers to turn it into a nonprofit, and then I will seek to raise the money to do the 501c3. But I am an LLC. So having the LLC is just one part of doing this event as a fundraiser through entertainment, as I am a, like I said, comedian turned promoter. So that's just one way of raising funds. And then there will be the partnerships. So even if I don't have the nonprofit established by the time we, get the down payment, there could be a partnership with
Yeah,
any
you have
other
that already because
501c3. Yeah,
I have 501c3, so you got that covered. You don't have to worry about that.
yeah.
But here's the thing, the phone number's on the screen: 314-243-6034. I'm going to say it again. Write it down: 314-243-6034. Pass that number on to somebody you know that really going to put it to good use. And let's help her to make this happen. We all know somebody who has been homeless. We all know somebody who may still be homeless or in transition. I don't even want to use the homeless word all the time. Sometimes it's just
Mhm.
a displacement.
Right.
Sometimes did you know if you're sleeping on somebody's couch, you're homeless?
That's
If
right.
you don't have your own place, if you're not paying rent or mortgage on your own and you are sleeping on somebody else's couch in a room for somebody else, a rooming house, you're homeless.
That's right.
If you don't have your own property, home, apartment, trailer, you're homeless. So this is you. So let's come together. Let's work together. Let's help combat homelessness nationwide. The event is taking place in St. Louis, but the goal is so big that if everybody comes together, if all the comedians do a show in their different cities, once again, she has an idea where every promoter can get involved. You can
Right. If
do
you
a
if you
comedy
are
show.
if you are a promoter in all any 50 of the states, I'm looking to collaborate with at least one, but my max is two per state, so that each promoter can create their own comedy competition, and then they can also do their event as a fundraiser for whatever cause or causes they want the support. That's the part I was telling you about when I entered a brand new category with Guinness World Records. That's how I submitted it to Guinness. My name is on that. So I
Yes.
created that category with Guinness World Records. So myself and whoever collaborates with me are the only ones that can set this record. So if
Okay.
you are a promoter, if you are a comedian that promotes shows and you already have access to a venue or a comedy club, please reach out to me. I already have a few people that are already on board. They just waiting in the wings just to say, "Hey, we're ready." And
Now
I
you
am
have a
thinking,
person that I met when I came there when I was in St. Louis that works with you, Dick
mhm.
Gregory's brother.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, today is the anniversary of the death of Dick Gregory. So I do want to say happy heavenly birthday for Dick Gregory. He was a mentor of mine. I learned a lot from him. I'm currently learning a lot from his brother, Dr. Ron Gregory. I've worked closely with him over the years. He's in his 80s as well now. So I do want to add that there will be a tribute to Dick
To
Gregory when we
yeah,
pull off this
yeah.
event. That would be one of the first comedians that I want to do a tribute for. So every year that we plan to do the comedy festival, it's by the way, it's called the Show Me Funny Comedy Festival.
Okay.
So if there is a corporation, head of a corporation, a marketer from a major corporation that is interested in being a sponsor that would like to title the event where their name can be in the front of the Show Me Funny Comedy Festival, please give me a call. That I have the proposal prepared and I am ready to send it. So,
And
that's
you
just a
got
little
two
added
people over
information.
here who let us know who you are. I see the two people watching, and I see the three over here, and I see the people that have been popping in and out. Let us know where you're watching from because they've been here the whole time, so that's a good thing. So
Mhm.
thank y'all for sticking and staying and watching and listening. All right, we appreciate you. Please, please, please reach out, comment, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what state are you in, what city are you in. Let us know what is keeping you here today? What is it that is locking you in? And even if you do it after we go off the air, reach out and touch and let us know. You heard what she said. She's looking for sponsors, y'all. If
Mhm.
you want to be that corporate sponsor, if you want to be the main sponsor for this, there's opportunity there because this is a big deal. This is the big deal. We're not gonna hold you. We thank you so much, Miss Marshelle. Don't forget, Google her name. If you Google her name, Marshelle Woodland, you'll find her contact information, and you'll see all the different websites. All right, she needs $25,000 for that down payment for the St. Louis Dome. She already had permission. It's already hers. They've already given it to her. It took her 4 years to get it. She got it. All right. Oh, that's Danielle. Hey, girl. And so thank you. That's Danielle in Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you so much for popping in. The event is to combat homelessness. All right. You can reach her at this phone number. We're looking for small businesses. We're looking for big businesses. We're looking for organizations to lock in to help make this happen. It's going to be a great situation. Don't forget to go in there to her page and vote. All right. And the website is showmefunny.com. If you go to showmefunny.com, you'll see the layout. You'll get a good understanding for everything that she is trying to do. All right. You're listening to Miss Woody. She's a comedian out of St. Louis area. She has an idea to combat homelessness, and we are looking for you to help us to bring this to pass. We want to thank you for coming in. You've been listening to Story Time. My name is Crystal Bodie Smith, and here in Story Time, is where human beings connect through life experiences. And we want you to please make sure you like, share, and comment and subscribe to this. And let about 5 friends know about this here. All right. And we thank you so much. And make sure you go and follow Miss Woody. All right. If you follow her on her page, you'll be able to find the information you need. All right. And then you'll be able to do everything that is necessary, all right, to help her with this. If you're on Instagram, Instagram, follow her on Motivational Comedian Miss Woody. And we want to thank you. Any closing comments you have for us today?
Basically, just saying, hey, if you have experience in organizing major events and want to get involved, contact me. If you have the passion for contacting corporate sponsors, contact me. I am definitely looking for people in those area of expertise. So that's basically it. If you have the heart to get involved, get involved. If you care to just watch from a distance, I'm thankful for that too, because all eyes are needed.
Yes. On that note, we thank you. We appreciate you. God bless you. We salute you for not giving up, for continuing to fight the good fight of faithfulness. It's
Yeah.
coming to pass. It's going to happen. I can't wait for it to happen. And so just keep going, keep going, keep going. You know, I'm a phone call away or whatever you need. So let's talk about it. Let's make it happen.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
let's keep up. If we have to give annual updates the next time something big happens, to let people know, hey, we got the 25,000. And
Right.
come on, we need to do an update, maybe in January, something that people know where we are.
Yeah.
But let's keep it going.
I'll
Okay.
be pushing the magnets and buttons like on the In Homeless Mission website. I'll be pushing those to raise donations. They are $5 uh, items, and on that website, a person can donate and get one of those mailed to them as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll send this out to you. We'll send you this link. We'll do some clips so we can do what we got to do to keep the buzz going. And let's go and make a change. All
Yes,
right. God
ma'am.
bless. Thank you so much for joining today on Story Time. If you have a story and you would like to get it told, give us a call. DM me at Shout Crystal and say, I have a story. Because guess what? Your story matters. It's story time with Shout Crystal. My mission is to stir up the gift, instill hope, and save lives. I say, keep hope alive. See you
Yes.
next time on Story Time. God bless.
Bye bye.